Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream. We are still getting a little set up here. Thank everybody for coming and hanging out tonight. Let me get this going up here. So Poppy led me to Death by Romy, and I'm about it. I haven't listened to Death by Romy. Our Spotify, though, like, after I listen to some stuff, just goes to, like, random shit. So, freaking Spotify has gone to this, I think it's Amira Elfrey, or Amiria Elfrey, which has been pretty cool. And then, randomly, it started playing some, I think they're, like, a British group, or, like, a British musician named Rory, R-O-R-Y, and they got some good stuff. And then in 2 weeks, we will not have some streams for a couple weeks, for a couple days, because I will be in Dallas to see Hot Milk. And if you haven't checked out Hot Milk, you are missing out. My phone doesn't want the stream process. I don't have everything fully pulled up either yet, so it might not be your phone. Just about ready. I'm trying to get that posted. Then I'm going to come over here. And get posted here as well. Okay, that's good. Get this launched. Freaking DOSBox is weird. Last but not least, where is our shout out? There it is. Alright, so we got this for OpenGL. Hit it with the full screen and start game, and hopefully that does not screw up. Here. It did not properly launch on this side. Actually, is it like oh yeah, we gotta fix this. Good old DOSBox. This thing is a pain in the ass. Advanced settings, window resolution. Let's try and see how it launches at this. That's a little bit better on my end. That is not better on this side though. Good God. So we'll have to play like this on my side. Hopefully it's better on your side. A little bit cut off there at the bottom, but I don't think we really need the bottom. So I think we're alright there. Harvest. Population 51. We're jumping into Harvester today. I've seen like 5 minutes of a video about this game and I was like, holy shit, this is like a totally fail-coded game. Apparently this is a very fucked up FMV game from the 90s. I think it's labeled as one of the most like violent and gory games. I'm not sure if there's anything else, so I'm going to give a broad warning here. We are jumping into what is possibly one of the most fucked up games to come out of the 90s. There is likely something in this game that will probably trigger any PTSD or, you know, like that right there. Just anything that may be uncomfortable for you, may make you uncomfortable, may be triggering. This game probably has it, so it is probably not the stream for you tonight. However, if you enjoy just complete fucking batshit insanity, you want to see something completely fucked up, that's what we're doing. We're playing fucked up. So welcome to Harvester. Let's pop open our Mountain Dew. Ooh, Zorch Productions was the music on this. Like, I can't even begin to start with, like, the trigger warnings on this game. If I could, I would. Alright. My fucking... alarm clock. There we go. Giant bag of gummy worms is one open. This stream is brought to you by Trolley, not sponsored. These are the fucking best gummy worms. They are fruit punch fucking gummy worms. Gotta check them out. We also are diving into some Mountain Dew Cabo Citrus. All right, please wait. Okay, we're waiting. Right-click on weapons and inventory. Right-clicking on weapons and inventory activates and deactivates them. Okay, what next? Press escape to bring up the menu options. Okay. You can combine objects into new objects by clicking and dragging them onto one another. Okay, easy enough. Sound levels can be adjusted. Okay. Is the screen too dark? Try adjusting the gamma in the option menu. Okay. Check your photos on the inventory screen. It will get worse as you take damage. Okay. Look for your special items that will restore your health. Okay. After finishing. Okay, we're not like. Let's look around. Okay, so we can do like a weird uppercut punch with a click. Examine the record player. Paper Doll by the Mills Brothers sits on a turntable. Okay. A 1/48th scale P-47 Thunderbolt with a broken propeller. Alright. A hastily glued P-51 Mustang at exact 1/36th scale. Okay. Examine the closet. 7 flannel shirts, accompanied with matching blue jeans, are hanging nearby in the closet. The dresser drawer is unlocked. Can I open it? Oh, can. What do we got? Okay, we'll take a quarter. As of yet, the future isn't too bright. Okay, can't take those. What else we got? Just a pen. Okay, we'll take the ballpoint pen. A cheap folding chair, such as you find at swap meets, bingo parlors, and other religious gatherings. Obviously, some fat high school girl left it here. Wow. A recently watered plastic plant. Is that both sides? Yeah. One of your typical wall clocks. Okay. A handful of faded hardbacks lither the lower shelf. A pair of plastic binoculars with the lenses melted to the table. That's a little weird. An empty acne medicine container. An old-fashioned clock. A Photo of a beautiful girl, blonde, about 17 years old. Okay, won't let us actually see it. The mattress is speckled with odd stains. That's gross. Empty trash can. Dust bowl basketball. Alright, well, let's head out of here. Let's look around the room. What we got? A globe. A stunning depiction of the Earth, made of paper mache. No, globes are... You can get a paper mache globe. A pass-through for the kitchen. A pendulum driven cuckoo clock. There's a crack in the ceiling. That's what I remember. Fine china gleams from the mahogany shelves.
What?
What?
In the doghouse, if you keep
In the
bugging
doghouse,
me,
if you keep
and
bugging
I'm
me
sick,
because I'm sick,
and
and I'll tell Mom if you don't let me watch TV.
What's wrong with you?
I got a headache and a stomachache.
Then why aren't you in bed?
'Cause I want to watch my cowboy show.
You look all right to me.
I'm not faking. I couldn't go to school because I'm sick. Daddy's sick in bed too. And Mom believes me anyway. So shut up.
So here's the thing that makes this game like absolutely fucking crazy is you can type in your own dialogue. So like you could like I could literally tell this kid to you're faking.
Say what?
And sometimes they'll react. Sometimes they won't. Let's see. You're faking.
Say what?
Okay, so what if I typed in...
Say what?
Okay, so he doesn't really have anything.
Okay, why not just tell me where I am?
'Cause that's a dumb question. And you're not fooling me with that magnesia stuff.
Magnesia stuff?
Amnesia, you mean? All right, fine. But will you at least tell me what school you go to?
The same school everyone in Harvest graduates from. One way or another.
I don't understand.
You're not supposed to. Yet.
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a color television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are neato.
Let me examine the TV. Look, it's
Well,
not
you
violent.
can't stop me, so let me alone. Or else. Good. Finally.
Lots of crayons and a Range Rider coloring book. Old-fashioned console. So I can like down punch. Can I up punch? Okay, so we can punch like all range of motion here. This dude fucking gets jiggy. Look at this. Open up the pit. We're going in. Alright. Examine the master bedroom. The master bedroom door is firmly locked. Okay, so let's head into the kitchen. Fireman Sparky's super foamy fire extinguisher. Can I take it? No. Cabinet that smells of dirty diapers. Freshly baked cookies are in the trash. These cookies are hot out of the oven. Anything else that we can explore? The newborn baby is sleeping soundly. Alright.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Alright, let's ask about graduation.
When did I graduate?
4 months ago, as if you could forget that.
What college?
College? A high school diploma is all you need to get a job. And besides, you can't marry Stephanie if you're going to waste your time going to college. 18 years old and you're just now getting your first job. It's a disgrace, but better late than never. I guess we can thank Stephanie for that.
Who's Stephanie?
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to get married. Oh. No, this side is off. Let me... Let's bring this up a little bit so you can see everything there. Okay. So, wedding. No, it's fiance.
Fiance? This is insane!
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that
I guess
produce
I
amnesia?
just graduated and I'm about to get
Stop
married.
this
It's good to
foolishness
know.
right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
Alright.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
You're saying that's all there is to marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well,
Yikes.
you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now, please, let me get back to my cookies.
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away,
And then cooking more?
to replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself. What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
Alright, Mom. Yeah? How about it?
Maybe later, dear. Right now I have housework to do. Though you can watch if you want. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Alright. There you go. Is that it?
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank, or go next door and visit Stephanie, or go get an early start on your new job?
Hank? That kid over by the television?
Your little brother is homesick from school today, and I won't have you scaring him with this amnesia poop.
Is he really sick?
Look at that show he's watching. Wouldn't you say he's sick? I'd make him stop, but oh, I'm so busy baking cookies for the Harvest PTA Charity Bake Sale. It's on Friday, you know. I hope you're still planning on going.
I don't know. I need to think.
Honestly, skipping out of a charity affair. What's gotten into you?
I don't know, damn it. That's what I'm telling you.
Don't you dare use that language around me. You're lucky your father didn't hear you, or Stephanie for that matter. How do you think she'd feel knowing her fiancé was a guttermouth? Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
Alright, so fuck works, penis doesn't work.
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
So fuck works, but shit doesn't?
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
Alright. I wonder if there's like a list of commands in Harvester. I'm gonna sit here and like just input fucking text options. Okay, well, not a whole lot that we could put in here. So let's go Harvest.
Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy.
Fiance? This is insane!
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Yeah, watch out for Jimmy. You know how he gets. The last repository for a few dead bugs. Huh, alright. A box full of newspapers. A Dayglow Lima space disk is stuck on the roof. Steel barbs wrench signals from the naked air. High voltage power lines bathe your home in a wholesome old-fashioned electric-magnetic field. You feel their humming in your dreams. It's full of junk mail, bills, and bake sale flyers. Why does that one room have security bars?
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning? Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I
Everything will
want.
be Jake,
That and a
okay?
pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers? Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it. See you later, alligator.
What else you gotta say?
See you later.
Oh, that's it? Okay. An army surplus air conditioner. Cool. General store. Can I like pan the map? No. Post office. Can you like pan? Yeah, you can. Okay. So there's my house. The Johnson residence. Let's go to the abandoned house first. What do we got here? The old car is perfect nesting ground for wasps. And that's, oh, so we can't click on the manhole cover. Window is the perfect nesting ground for wasps. Is this house just the perfect nesting ground for wasps? Is there not anything we can do here? Place could sure use a gardener. We can't. Oh, we can't. Who the? Why are you living in a wasp-infested? A colorful picture of a wasp. From the sound of it, the cabinets are infested with wasps. Alright. The icebox is sealed shut with wasps' nests.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsuo Crumb. The ignorant of harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of
This
honey,
over here is gonna drive
the
me crazy.
Judeo-Christian rites
have
of
to, like,
sacrifice and conventional
window
taboos against
itself is weird.
unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
Close out of it. Just to look better. There we go. Alright. Well, wasps, they don't give honey. Wasps don't make honey. But we'll ask
The
about honey.
politics of honey are intertwined with the age-old struggle of the aesthetic versus the commercial. Because I choose to raise wasps instead of bees, I'm frowned upon by the community. Why? Well, raising bees is acceptable because
This
they
lady's weird.
produce honey. But sometimes it's not what is produced, so much as what is performed.
I don't see any particular use for wasps.
Why must everything have a use? Is money always the determining factor?
I mean, I can think of
More
some uses for
slender.
wasps.
More aerodynamic than the bee. The wasp is a joy to behold.
That's a little creepy.
Beautiful and juicy. Isn't that enough to compensate for the little drawbacks?
What are the drawbacks?
Well, as you can see, the little darlings do love to sting. Another source of prejudice for the masses, and another reason to love them. Bees are like animals. They sting only for a reason, for sacrifice. They have no conception of individual sensation,
This lady coming on to me?
of pleasure.
Pleasure?
Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer. Hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation, each painful welt, an act of love.
Okay. I'm gonna leave now. The honeycomb-like pattern of the wallpaper confirms that an obsessive personality is at work. Is there really nothing else we can do here? We can just talk to this crazy lady. Oh, we can examine the nest. A wasp's nest. Yeah. I'm gonna leave. You creep me out. Alright, let's head to the Johnson residence. Maybe the Johnsons have something better going on. Mr. Johnson erected an impenetrable fortress to protect his Tucker during the night. Oh, was that? Yeah. During the day, Mr. Johnson keeps watch over his precious 48 Tucker. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Johnson then. This guy sounds like he could be tons of fun.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband to be?
I
Other
do
than
not
having
like the
no
way
memory,
you
I
look.
guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded.
What in the
Her daddy's
fuck?
worried about getting his meat. So if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are...
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the Tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you. Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns
Oh my
DNAs,
fucking god.
she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good hard penis.
Oh, I can ask him about penis.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else? Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food. I don't take your meaning.
Wonder.
I don't take your
No.
meaning. I'll admit DNA's diner does good business. But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
What in the fuck?
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
Yeah, I don't
I
want
don't
you
have
at my wedding.
anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big. Believe you me. I'd drive you around. And I wouldn't look in the back seat. I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
Yeah, you're a fucking creeper.
Bye now.
Yeah, we're leaving. Don't fucking talk to me, you fucking weirdo. There's the school, the meat plant, the TV station, the fire station, the police station, the newspaper building. There's the Wayward Hotel. Wait. Didn't it say that a missile base? We definitely need to go there. And then there's the lodge. Didn't it say that Stephanie lived next door? Because nobody lives next door. Except this weird motherfucker. Who should probably be on a fucking watch list. Tape and broken glass. Obviously a professional break-in. Too busy working to notice you. Yum. Creamed asparagus tips for 2 for 49 cents. Air conditioner. Harvest bake sale this Friday in the school gym. Alright, let's go in, I guess. Are you Stephanie? No, you're Mrs. Phelps. Free copies made here. Dead roaches and bits of arid grit coat the water cooler's bone-dry reservoir. Empty barrel reeks of rotting meat. Do all of them. That one smells like pickles. Yeah. Projector. An old 16mm projector with Gyn Memorial stenciled on it. Okay. A shoddy old TV missing the VHF knob. Okay. Empty meat box. Alright. A variety of odd items for sale. An adult magazine for 25 cents. You must pay Miss Phelps before you can buy anything. A slightly used wrench. Cans of soup or possibly rat poison. Okay. Black electrical tape. And a cow is bleeding a robust coffee on these Harvest Blend coffee can labels. Let's talk to
Can
Miss
I
Phelps.
help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gyn Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious. I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia, in which case I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory, in which case I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
That was okay.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
I mean, you heard me just fine a minute ago. Okay, so I can't actually buy anything?
Hello, Steve. Care to buy any?
Yes, please.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
It won't let me buy anything. Is that... Okay, whatever. Oh, there's a vacuum? The new and improved Suck-U-Lux Super Suck Vacuum Cleaner. It really sucks. Alright, well, I guess there's really nothing going on here, so... This game was supposed to be, like, super violent. So far, I've just had people ask me about my penis. Or my dad's penis, which is kind of worrying. What's going on at the post office? A crushed paper cup with smudged lipstick on it. Old Glory flag. Examine the woman. A blind woman is trying to read her mail. These mailboxes seem hardly used. Bake sale, bake sale. This bake sale seems to be like a real big deal. Examine the map. A zip code map with Harvest Dead Center. Okay. It won't let me talk to the woman.
Yes?
I need some help. Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
I was just looking around.
That's just dandy. Everyone should learn about their postal service. Mail, young man. is the glue that holds civilization together.
That's ridiculous.
Young people, they know it all. I'll bet you think newspapers are the glue, don't you? You think they're faster, more timely, more reliable than the mail, right? Well, Harvest hasn't had a newspaper for 6 months since the fire. So why hasn't it fallen to pieces if the newspaper is the true glue? What's kept Harvest together in its place? Son, TV is the single greatest threat to civilized discourse ever invented. That darn box brainwashes people, turns them into zombies. No one goes outside and talks to his neighbors anymore. No one writes anymore. They just sit and watch that darn TV. I tell you, the newspaper building burning down was the best thing that ever happened to Harvest. It put them back in touch with the glue itself. They were writing again, till the TV station opened up. Now, maybe something needs to happen to the TV station, too.
I don't remember the fire. Tell me about it.
Don't remember?
I've been away. Please.
Well, around 10 o'clock one night, the whole newspaper building went up. Just like that.
An accident.
Well, I suppose it was at that. The sheriff never made any arrests, and he would have if there'd been any evidence, now wouldn't he? I certainly don't wish to discourage you from joining, young man. That's just what you should be striving for. But I can't break the rules for you. You keep trying. You'll get in eventually. Seems that since the fire, WHAR has filled the void. Now just as many people waste their time watching TV as they ever did reading the paper. Seems like there's less and less mail all the time. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Save on my inventory. I have a quarter and a pen. Three clocks, 3 times. Nothing else in here that we can examine. So how do we get out of here? Okay. That takes us to the barber shop. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Oh, that is a live sheep. Unfortunate extraterrestrial had journeyed hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's wall. Hello? It's like off on like where I can click. Like it won't let me. It takes a true sportsman to hunt down these dangerous cows. Made of solidified mousse and sticky hairspray, this lovely mannequin is a work of art. The dangling television is sure to cause neck strain at this angle. What if I can knock it down?
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
Hello?
Steve, aluminum siding can't get a fair shake no more. Started when those firemen came to Harvest, filling people's heads with newfangled notions like color coordination and interior design. You can paint aluminum, you know, if you want to. But even so, I can't seem to move it anymore. Not even to a rube like Pastorelli. Thank God for the plumbing. Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet. Nice to see you again, Steve.
Please don't ever talk to me again. Probably doesn't respond. Not understanding English? Okay.
Hello there, youngster. You say them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clem?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry. Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it, but he thinks it's the be-all, end-all. Installed that alarm system just to protect it. Though who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clem.
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy hick, don't know nothing about science. Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough. Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human. So you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens?
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quails. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet?
Probably. You ever been to a real swap meet?
Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet.
Yeah, let's surround ourselves with lead.
Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot. The Pastorelli's a funny sort. Foreigner, don't you know? He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing. Anytime.
We can't talk to him. What if I... Fancy barber pole, secured it to the wall with straight... Okay. Anything else we can do here? No? We're just like... wandering around town, not really... Hello? Clicks aren't registering properly for some reason. Alright, so... Next, that means we've got the missile base, the meat plant, the school, the TV station, fire station, the old newspaper building, the hotel, the mortuary. I guess we'll just continue going around. This is the meat plant. There's definitely something in there. A red brick building with horrible stench coming from within. That's a lot of cats. I do not like this.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly? You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach.
Yeah, clearly.
A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
No, don't like this.
Of course, amnesia would certainly help that,
No.
wouldn't it? What exactly is wrong with your dad?
Fuck if I know what's wrong with
I
you.
wouldn't worry about it too much, Steve. You should be thinking about running the family business one day. That, getting into the lodge.
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer. Like it was coached.
You sure are acting like a kidder, son. With your dad ill, you're gonna need to start behaving like an adult. Especially if you're gonna take over the family business. You may come to realize that this business is not and a strong stomach.
Yeah, we got that. Thanks.
A lot of time, I must but red, then by golly, you can call yourself
Okay, we
a
got some
butcher.
jump scares. That's good. This part's disturbing.
Of
This
course,
part.
amnesia would certainly help that.
I hope
wouldn't it?
whoever made this part fucking got put in a goddamn institution. Yeah,
Don't
we're
be
leaving
such a
this place.
stranger, Steve.
Yep, that's what I thought. Nope. That's some fucked up shit right there.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's the nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, the principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Excuse me? You trying to molest me?
Oops, you just lost me.
Guess that's not the guy I need to talk to about that.
Boy, I sure miss the old newspaper. The sheriff never did investigate that fire properly. Call it a newspaperman's instinct. Though I can't imagine why Sheriff Dwayne would cover up anything. I mean, the only ones who stood to profit from the newspaper going out of business was the owner of the TV station. And Mr. McKnight had an airtight alibi.
Did he?
Still, if not for the fire, I never would have wound up as principal of Gain Memorial. This institution was named for a great man, whose first name escapes me.
Was it
He
Ed?
epitomized the great potential within us all, big guy. I hear there's an honorary plaque commemorating him within the lodge. Big guy, borrowing some quality time, The greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without, dust.
Uh-huh.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you.
What?
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge. Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
Really much else to examine here? Ring found that doesn't work. Flash protected fire alarm. Wait, how did I do that? Okay. I did the town a favor and you guys are arresting me?
What were you thinking? Attacking someone like that? With so many witnesses around? You'll have plenty of time to think about it, boy.
There was nobody around.
Somebody help me! What do you people want from me?
Too late for that, boy. Ain't it, Sergeant?
Indeed it is, Sheriff. Answers may only be found in the lodge, and you must be alive to seek them.
So I punched an old man and got the electric chair? That's a bit extreme. You'd think I was a member of MS-13 or something. And we're back here. So we'll take our quarter again. Take ballpoint pen. Won't let me take the sunglasses. I don't think there's anything else in here that we could take. So we got some newspaper. Old-fashioned console television.
What?
Talk to this annoying asshole again.
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
Steve, are you talking to me?
Yeah, only I don't want to be, because I'm trying to watch my cowboy show.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, I need your help. I've lost my memory.
Have not. Cut it out.
I'm telling you the truth.
You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
No fucking answer.
Have you noticed that your show isn't
What else?
Well, I...
Have not.
Hey, look at that.
Sure. What made him and besides? Well, you can...
What's wrong with...
I got a headache and...
Then why aren't you in bed?
'Cause I...
You look...
Try to skip through this dialogue as quickly as possible.
Your dad is a...
He and Mom went at it last night pretty hard. He stayed in bed. I saw what she did to him. It was pretty bad.
What did she...
Like you don't know. I saw you and her on the couch last Wednesday night. Guess that's why she's grounded now, huh? Too bad you wouldn't pay me and I had to tell, huh?
What are you talking about? What girl?
What? Is there another one too? Wait till I tell.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
All summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean, retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my cowboy show. Good.
There's gotta be a key somewhere, right?
Well, hello there.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her. I just put her down to sleep. If she wakes up, she'll just want to eat again.
Why is there a wasp in her crib?
Darn it, I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine. Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor baby. There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see. Darn that wasp woman. She's a monster, that's what she is.
Wasp woman?
Wasp woman?
Tetsuya Crumb is going to hear about this. I want you to go to her house right now and give her a piece of my mind.
I don't know where she lives.
Honestly, you can't miss a house covered with paper nests.
I mean, true.
Steve, you tell her to mind her own beeswax, or by golly, I'll take it up with the PTA. Or the lodge.
What's the PTA got to do with anything?
Show some respect, Steve. The PTA has a lot of clout in Harvest. We run the charity bake sale, the annual blood drive, and by gosh, we even have ties to the lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process, TM. I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day,
That's some product
why
placement.
not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership? Don't be so hasty, Steve. I think you'll find Harvest is a pretty dull place without the lodge.
You sound like the membership director.
Don't be silly. I just want what's best for you, that's all. Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around town and pester someone else? I'm busy.
I wonder if I type in, like, because I know you could type in, like, if you type in,
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
so it literally only is the F word. So, like, for anybody who's just now joining the stream, you type in the word fuck to your mother, she does
what
this.
a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
And then we can answer with, yeah, how about it? Or, I didn't mean it. Now.
Maybe later.
Maybe
dear.
later.
Right now I have housework to do. Though you can watch if you want. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Why? Okay, well, we can leave the house again, I guess, because this is locked. This game is weird. Very weird. Oh, let's talk to Jimmy.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning? Well, I don't, you selfish punk. How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
No.
Oh, gee whiz. Look, if you find any, I'd be willing to trade you for them. Something really neato. Think about it. See you later, alligator.
No, he doesn't. He won't say
See
anything
you
else. Yeah. All right. So now that our mom told us to come over here to the abandoned house, let's go see if we have any new dialogue with this lady.
It's not often that I get visitors.
Are you the wasp woman?
I am Tetsuo Crumb. The ignorant of Harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt. Born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure this lady wants to fuck the
politics
wasps.
of honey. The Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
This lady wants to fuck wasps.
Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing for others, but only for themselves. Wasps build nests and more wasps, nothing more. They spread into eaves and attics, not to make honey for supermarkets, but to buzz and rustle on their own paper, perpetuating their own agenda, growing stealthily, surely. The most relentless of insects.
Okay.
Innocent children. What better way to describe the wasp? Carefree, wild, beautiful things. If they wish to share their love with babies, or any of the rest of you ignorant hicks, that is not my concern.
Uh-huh. Well, Mom's not gonna be happy about that, but I don't care. I got things to do. I can wander around town. Alright, so we got messed up for punching the guy in the school, so let's not do that. Mom told me to go to the lodge and get an application. Let's go see if I can apply for membership. Ooh.
Only initiates may enter the Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge?
Yeah, I'd like to join the lodge.
There are always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Okay, give me an application.
Applications are available at the post office. Postmaster Boyle disseminates them to the uninitiated. I do not sully my hands.
Then I just fill it out and return it to you, or what?
You may find it difficult to obtain an application. You will no doubt need to find some way to persuade Postmaster Boyle to give you one in the middle of the month, as it is against his rules. When you do, however, bring it to me.
Okay.
And if you are worthy, you will be put to the test.
Alright. It looks as ancient as the building itself. Okay, so I guess we go fight with the postmaster?
Yes?
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster Boyle. What can I do for you today?
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today? Postmaster Boyle.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork. It's not the effort, son. It's the principle. We must adhere to our standards. They're all that stand between civilization and chaos. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. Can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
This is why the newspaper is better. Fuck you, Postmaster Doyle.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Take that zip code and shove it up your ass, Postmaster Doyle.
Sorry, son. No time to talk. Neither rain... Next.
Okay, so Postmaster Doyle sucks butts. Won't give me an application. All I want to do is join the lodge. No, I need to go to the general store. So we went to the school. Let's go to the TV station. It's, that's racist. Did not expect that in this game. inside. Odd, no one is operating the cameras.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away. And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my
fuck?
autograph, Steve?
No, I'd like
You'd
my
want to
own.
talk to Mr. McKnight, buckaroo. I'm just Range Rider, the cowpoke's cowpoke. You gotta excuse me, youngin'. I gotta ski-daddle to the watering hole and back before the commercial's over. Violence? What about it? Violence is as American as apple pie and low SAT scores.
Ain't that the
Where
truth?
would we be right now if the Cowboys hadn't gone out west and butchered innocent people to steal their land? Answer me that, Mr. Know-It-All.
But what about studies that have shown that children become more violent when watching violence?
Buckaroo, I rip the guts out of godless heathen engines.
That's racist.
Most kids don't see godless heathen engines on a regular
Racist.
basis. And if they do, they better either get their eyes checked or do like old Range Rider and shoot the bejesus out of them. Lest they want to go untreated for psychotic hallucinations or wind up with their scalps hanging from a buckskin belt. Oh, shit! Ow! Shit on a stickeroo!
What the fuck?
The parents that are griping about violence on TV are the same parents that go outside in the morning to fetch their papers, secure in the knowledge that they won't get an arrow through the noodle because the violence they hate so much done cleared the engines out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, civilization has benefited from violence. But should violence be treated as entertainment?
Check my rating, son. Violence is entertainment. I just put it on the air. If some kid watches, that says something about the kid, not me. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
Either the show isn't compelling or no one wanted to be taken out by friendly fire. A fairly primitive form of mind control. Certain backdrop, complete with cardboard TP. The game really is fucked up. Very poor reception, strange since the broadcasts originate from here. It says that on all of those. A picture of a gorgeous model signed with a kiss, my pineapple, red Muffy. That's weird.
Hey, Sport. This is a private office. Yeah, I know, Mr. McKnight. I own and operate this station. Have you brought me some news for tonight's broadcast, or...
I've lost my memory. That's news.
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve. Any real news to tell me?
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about the TV station.
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden.
We're
Nobody
golden.
competes with us, Sport.
What an odd coincidence.
Hey now, Sport, that's an irresponsible allegation. I had nothing to do with that fire. Just because WHAR may have benefited from it and I danced on the ashes a little doesn't mean I torched the place. You can ask Sheriff Dwayne if you have any doubts.
You seem awfully touchy on the subject, Sport.
I'm touchy when people try to muscle their way into my business. I'd appreciate it if you'd leave my office and don't come back. Don't hurry back.
Salad is an insurance salesman, or he can't keep his employees happy. Well, guess we're done here. Well, let's go to Edna's Diner. What do we got going on here? 1955 Frag 100 with real leather seat. Wow. He doesn't work on the side.
Karen,
What are you doing?
playing. My mom is working, so I gotta stay out of her hair. Wanna play?
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson. What would you like to order? Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe me.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not kidding.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help anything. If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. But don't play sick, for heaven's sake. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old. You've met Karen, my 8-year-old.
Hey!
Other than the diner.
Why
she's
did
all
my
right up.
fucking alerts not go off? Yeah, for whatever reason, my alerts didn't go off. Thank you for the raid there, Rely Ono Ryan. Much appreciated. I will have to go in and fight with my raid widget because it should have alerted me to a raid. Welcome to the stream. This game... Alright, so before we get any further in this game, guys, before anybody sits down and gets cozy... Hey, thanks for the follow, bees. Much appreciated. Before we get too crazy with this game, this is a game from the 90s. This is an FMV game called Harvester. It is labeled as one of the most gory, violent games to have come out of the 90s. This game has disturbing images. It has disturbing content. In all honesty, with the way that this game is set up, I am not in a place to give a fully accurate content warning, so I'm going to give a very vague, overarching content warning. This game will very likely have something in it that if you need a content warning for, I would probably suggest not getting comfortable here in the stream tonight. While I appreciate you coming over with the raid and checking me out, I do not want to have anything that may offend or trigger you come up because of the content of this game. This game is fucked. It is absolutely fucked. We've already seen some of the fucked on this game. So if you want to avoid absolutely fucked, please come back another night when we have all sorts of other stuff streaming. But thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for coming and hanging out. Why it remind you of Full House, though? It's set in a very weird time. So far, the main character has amnesia, and that's about all we can really get. I've wandered around town trying to get answers, but I'm not really getting anywhere. There is something called the Lodge, which is in the middle of town and mysterious. So I don't really know what's going on in the game yet, as I'm still exploring the town. I saw a brief clip of this on YouTube and thought this was a little bit of a fail-coded game because I have a dark, kind of twisted sense of reality and humor. And so I decided to jump in and play it. And so far, I've spent most of my time wandering from building to building, just kind of going, what the fuck? I've had like 4 people ask me about my penis and like 5 people ask me about my dad's penis. So I don't know what exactly is going on in this game or who fucking coded this game. Like who sat down and was like, this would make a good game. But that's what we have run into. So yeah, it's a very weird game. It's a very messed up game. And we're still pushing on through to see what we've got going on. This is such like a nice warning though, very respectful. I try. I do try, and I want to make sure, you know, if you want to come check me out, I do have content that you can check out. I play a lot of Path of Exile, a lot of JRPGs. Hell, maybe we'll even get into some Clair Obscur. You can watch a grown man cry every 10 minutes because that game is absolutely heartbreaking. But welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Let's see what else we can find out from this lady here in the diner. Stephanie.
There isn't a nicer girl in Harvest than Stephanie, Steve. You should be grateful that she's promised you her hand.
I woke
don't
up with
remember that
amnesia,
happening, Edna.
and apparently I'm
Honestly,
getting married in 2
men are
weeks.
so
It's about
childish.
the only thing.
I don't know what it is about marriage that turns even the bravest man into a coward. I was going to marry Karen's father when he just up and ran out on me one night. I heard that he joined the lodge.
I was about to make dinner, so I'm
But if
gonna
he
head
did, I
out.
never saw him come
Hey, no worries. Have a great
Even
dinner.
Sheriff Dwayne wasn't
We will
able to
probably be
find
here
out
for another hour or two to see where this goes. But enjoy your dinner, and thanks for stopping by, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson has a liking for me. I call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge, and there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me. I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon.
What can you tell
The
me about
lodge
the
is
lodge?
the repository of all wisdom. You should join the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve, and soon.
Why? For God's sake, what is it about this place?
The wheat ripens and waits not for the scythe. The farmer who waits too long, it were better that he used the scythe to rip his own stomach out than to stay his scythe when the wheat ripens. The harvest moon wanes and then comes winter. An empty belly, the body sun's belly, gurgling within or bloody on the ground. What does it benefit a man if he gains his soul and loses the world? You hunger. Feed yourself before it's too late. Oh.
Edna?
The fuck?
Steve. What happened?
Alright.
Were we talking about Boyle? Or was it Karen?
You seemed strange there for a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. Running this diner all alone. Forgive me. Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards each other. Almost like there's some kind of bond between them besides friendship, though what it might be I can't imagine. Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge, though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted.
I haven't seen a sheriff's department though. Like,
Stop by anytime, Steve.
yeah, sure. Is there like anything else in here to like investigate? Just your kid? Yeah. All right. Oh, there's the police station. What is this guy doing? The cop ignores you. Too busy writing a bug report? Oh, haha, that's a good joke. Let's head in here. Hydrate. I missed that hydrate. I got a little bit of Red Bull left. I'll hydrate with that. Okay. So we've got the sheriff and Deputy Loomis. It's in the file cabinets. Unsolved arson, and it's full. There's all that much unsolved arson. Solved cases. Map of harvest. Door is locked. Door is locked.
That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops, if I wanted.
Thanks for that.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here is Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia, and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank, and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
Let's see. Amnesia.
Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the
My
lodge.
career, I just graduated, supposedly. But this lodge, I do want to know about the lodge.
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest. Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle. You never know. He might have a spare application laying around.
That was weird. Sounded like someone opened the door. So I talked to
Stop
the
on by
postmaster,
any
but he
time,
doesn't
Steve.
have an application. So let's see what you got going on.
Anything I can help you with?
That coffee smells good.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman.
Ooh, it is raining
I just
hard.
hope she don't turn out like
Nice.
Mrs. Loomis. Or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Do I want to ask about a man's needs? I don't. Alright.
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's got to do sometimes in a parked car, or a waist-high knothole in a tree, or jail cell at noon. Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture books. If you can get any, it's see clear to part with them. Bring them round when the sheriff's at lunch, and I'd be obliged.
Okay.
Of course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one.
Yeah, I'm leaving. You creep me out.
Anytime, kiddo.
It won't let me take the coffee. Okay, well, we're leaving. Nothing to do here. Oh, where's the exit? There we go. Alright. We have the burnt down newspaper building. It's just charred remains. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire. At least the plumbing held up. They're the same, like, yeah, so not... What's that, like, alien sound, though? That's kind of weird. Fire hydrants. 3 fire hydrants, the building's still burned down? Yeah, that's... But not really anything else there? Okay, so we can leave that. Let's check out the fire station.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Okay. Sila is filming from the Barking Dog's chops. Yeah, that's gonna get annoying real quick. Can I, Really? That didn't kill the fucking barking? The House of Flames, we like to call it. Okay. That was weird. Heard about the short and the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department. Then why are you sketching nude men in my fire department? Please, it's not the subject. It's the process. Well, it was great being a streamer, everybody. Thank you. We haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down, though I'd admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots? This is a really weird fucking game. Art. So hold on. So all turning down the sound effects did was kill the voice acting?
Can't talk now.
Yeah. Damn it.
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Okay.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do.
Pretty sure this is some level of offensive. Like, very stereotypical offensive. Okay, we got a hotel. What's going on here? There's a church right there. Can we go in the hotel? The door is locked.
Stephen.
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living.
Okay.
Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
Bake sale?
This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
Why? Well, I want to know about the Order.
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the Lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the Lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the Lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. And join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
Yeah.
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
Losses.
It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials.
But why are people just dropping
God
dead?
knows by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
Okay, so the bake sale is for this guy.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
This game is... I don't know. I really don't know how I feel. This game is fucking weird. Just fucking weird. Wait, does it want me to go back to my house? Is that what that's doing? Or no, it's just... Okay, so let's go to the Shady Oaks Mortuary. Hideous symbol stands out like a swastika or a flattened spider. Alright, so there's not much in here. Examine the candles. The volatile candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. Let's go to this room first. Oh, there's Mr. Moynihan again. Anything we can take? Oh, I can't.
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security? Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me part with it.
What am I gonna give you for glue? It's glue, dude. There are organic things floating in formaldehyde in these jars. The sort of things that make you want to look away before you really see what they are. But your eyes won't oblige. And we'll just talk to you then.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your innards shall soon adorn my slab. And I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Okay.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
You said that back at the hotel that you run. Here, bloody handprints are smeared across the glass. That's disturbing. 33 degrees Fahrenheit. The fans wearing blades. Alright, let's get out of there. Let's go in here. Examine the pews. Rows and rows of empty wooden pews, caked with dust and indifference. Alright. A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. A saint kneels before a shepherd, and it looks like that's the same on both sides. The lectern, a small lectern for a priest. An empty vessel of the dead. And then just a pew, so there's nothing here we could get. Can I punch the... Yeah. So we can, like, punch in weird directions, but we can't really, like, interact with anything. So that takes us back up to the Johnson residence, which we went to earlier. That guy is a fucking creeper. I don't want to talk to him again. So that is the lodge, and this is the cemetery. Let's go see what we got going on in here. Some graves. The headstone of this grave site reads Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe, and that one is, the air here reeks of fresh soil and manure. Boxcar Willie. Another unknown visitor. That's a great place for a picnic table. But not much else, so, I mean, and another resting place amongst the graves. That's kind of dark for a picnic table. Ooh, can we go in here? The marble doors have been sealed shut. The Potsdam family crypt. Okay. So we can only exit. Nothing else going on in there. Who's Mr. Potsdam? I haven't met Mr. Potsdam yet. We went to all those. We've been to the TV station. We've been to the meat plant. The meat plant was fucking disturbing. Let's go to the missile base.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it.
That's me.
But at least you're not an
Draft-dodging.
alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe. Commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation. Keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
Red, white, and
These
pink.
are nuclear
Okay.
missiles?
All right, guy.
Goddamn
You've got to
right they
chill.
are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak
Alright.
sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war. Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma
This guy's
of having
reminding me I
crawl
need
from
to,
Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me,
set up some
was too emotionally unstable to continue in the
time
military.
with
That's why they gave me this nice cushy
medical
job
advisor.
and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
All right, so I'm gonna look at a guide because we have been wandering around and not really like getting anywhere. I don't really want
Remember,
to talk to this guy. I want to find the
nothing come-
Potters-Dam residence. So we're looking for the Potters-Dam residence. Which, like, so that's my house. Oh, okay. The map is like, the map is weird. So, all right. So we're gonna go to the Potters-Dam. We're gonna talk to Mr. and Mrs. Potters-Dam to get information about the wedding and the lodge. That's our main focus here. Wedding, lodge. Wedding, lodge. This guy looks like a real winner. A funerary urn is the cabinet's sole occupant. The empty shelves are a testament to the Potters-Dam household intellectual standards. I go upstairs.
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Potsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, let me talk to you.
There he is, my future son-in-law.
While I face
and
the
how's
wall.
he doing today? What brings him to
Perfect.
the Potsdam household? Huh? Huh?
What a card. What a
Would I
card.
kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm real fucking tired of
Your
that.
mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
I don't want to go to the slaughterhouse.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor, since I'm not a member of the lodge. Mr. Moynihan has given his okay, and your father is going to cater the affair, with plenty of meat.
In the
Why
lodge?
are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do with. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
Alright.
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie.
Okay.
Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat.
I didn't
Won't
even
you?
notice this picture here is a fucking picture of like a steak. The man of the house squeezing his meat. That. Thank you, game. That. All right. The entire kitchen has a minty fresh look and scent. Icebox is locked. Why is everybody's icebox locked? Let's talk to this
Hello,
lady.
Steve. Have you flossed today?
That's a personal question.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
You're both standing around baking cookies. Same kind of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potston Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
Potston Jr., huh?
Just because I'm doing housework doesn't mean I have to be a drudge. It's a wife's duty to look good for her husband at all times. What's wrong with wearing pearls, for heaven's sake?
Yeah, what is?
Nothing, but you look like June Cleaver. Some kind of sitcom mom.
Sitcom?
Geez, you know, a situation comedy. The weird part is, I can't remember how I know that.
I'm much too busy with housework to watch TV. Maybe Mr. Potsdam would know about sitcoms. Stephanie doesn't watch TV, though. She's grounded. Mr. Potsdam feels there's too much at stake to allow Stephanie to run around loose.
She doesn't want to get married either, huh?
Are you saying you don't want to marry my daughter?
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No! She's as delighted as we are about the wedding. Every bit as delighted as we are. But she might get hit by a car, or a falling piano, or who knows what. Mr. Potsdam
A lot of falling pianos in town?
One happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute. I don't see any reason why not. Give my regards to your parents.
Actually, I want to see something.
Hello, dear. She's upstairs.
So if we do it to our mom, she has dialogue.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No. Okay, well, she has no dialogue for us, so
Give
let's...
my regards to your parents.
Let's go upstairs. Well, it's this room. Alright, let's explore their bathroom a little bit. It's hanging a bit crooked, okay. She's pretty. A thin layer of hair coats virtually every inch of ceramic, and the rubber ducky has seen better days. Alright. Okay, we can flush the toilet. Uh-oh, is that like everywhere? Someone's been using this plastic plant as a toilet. What do we got? Okay, take the aspirin. What is this? A jar of extra strength oral lube. Great for getting in and out of tight spots. Alright. Cough medicine. We'll take it. Yeast disinfection. Not, I don't know. Oh, we can't take that. Vitamins. Take those. You can take the tampons. Okay. Band-aids. 300 yards of floss. Okay, well, we've taken everything we can take. What's this room? Okay, so this is Stephanie's room. I don't want to be here yet. I want to go explore the other room first. Then we'll come back. Oh, the closet door won't budge. So Stephanie, there's only one room in this house? Examine the furniture. She has nice taste. Yeah, just says nothing else to examine in here. Alright.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Those people? You mean your parents?
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. Do you have any idea where you do belong?
Not wandering around this weird
I'm
ass
fairly
town.
sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense? I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it that way.
I thought I was going crazy.
Thought I was going crazy.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Harvest is a prison.
You haven't been locked in your room for a week. Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge, aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
Alright. So we found out that something fucking weird is going on. We've got some of this mystery going now. And we got a jar of oral lube. You know, something everybody needs. Okay, so then let's just come back here. Oh, there's a shovel. Buried in the ash debris, you spot a few hidden remnants. What do we got? It's a flyer for the Harvest Bake Sale. We'll take that. A postal worker's button, and it looks like it was ripped from the cloth. We'll take that. Okay. Alright. So, trigger warning coming up. As we explored earlier, the meat plant is a very fucked up place. I'm giving this warning immediately. We have to go in here. I don't like it. I think this is, whoever fucking designed this part of the game, this area of the game, should be institutionalized. Like, this was beyond pushing it. I mean, I know that this is a super fucked up game from the 90s, but, like, if gore and harm to animals is a thing for you, please step away. Because we are going to see some shit that is just absolutely pushing it too fucking far.
Steve, how's your...
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum.
I'm
Now
going to
you're
try
saying
and
you
power
don't
through
remember
this
your pal,
area
Pat
as
Riley?
quickly as I possibly fucking can, because this makes me sick.
You may come to realize that this bit and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of it, I must... But red meat is... Then, by golly, you can call yourself a butcher. Of course, amnesia would certainly...
Come to think of it, I don't see any
Does it matter? Only the juiciest cuts. Once you take over the business, you'll realize if we didn't, with the logic. Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things. If you're creative. What exact?
I don't know.
What exact?
I don't.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve.
Did I get the meat slip? Okay, we got the meat slip. We can get the fuck out of here now. That's all I needed. This is go to the diner?
Hello there. No, just here looking around, though I'm not entirely sure where here is.
Oh, I forgot. You're playing your little amnesia prank.
Don't listen to Sheriff Dwayne. This is Edna's Diner. But ever since the E burned out on the sign, they've been giving me a hard time.
Now don't be like that, Edna. It's a great place to eat, which is good, since it's the only place to eat in Harvest. Stop on by any time, Steve.
Alright, what's in the drawer? Some band-aids and a screwdriver. We're gonna take that. And we're gonna leave. All right. Now then, we need to go here to the general store.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know.
Why are you asking me about my father's willy?
Keeps him locked in his room. I can't get in.
Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
How do I ask Miss Phelps, though? Because it says just point, but then when I come here to point, it doesn't let me buy anything.
Hello, care to buy?
Yes, please.
Just point to whatever.
Can I, like, move over there? No? Okay, so how to buy items in Harvester. Do I have to...
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
And there's the homophobia, folks. We are getting shut down. Did it actually give me the fucking thing, though? Okay. So now, we venture out into the world again. The 90s was a fucking wild-ass time. That's all I'm gonna say. I go back to the police station.
Oh, by George. Oh, by Jiminy. Oh, this here's the real thing. Oh, can I have it? Oh, thank you, Steve. Excuse me, kiddo. I gotta go check the jail for clean towels.
Alright. Okay, in the drawer. What do we got in here? We've got a checkbook. Okay, we'll take that. We got a note. Take that. Take a key to the evidence room. Cool, cool. Anything else? Anything else? Are there pencils everywhere? Alright, what do we got? There's a Santa hat. The Jolly Fat Man Murder Spree. Ooh, there's a gas can. I'll take that. An old-fashioned dartboard. What else we got? A well-built 1/48 scale 52 model. Don't want to open that refrigerator, apparently. A VW engine sits rusted to the core. More unsolved cases. Empty. Why is there toast on the shelf? Oh, we'll take the sneakers. A lawn dart. Cigarettes. A top hat. He did not like green eggs and ham, so they killed him. A cap. Beer. Take the camera. I don't think there's anything else. Take the shaving kit? No? Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
Come around, out if you come. Oh, that's it.
Loomis, damn you!
Wait, no.
You pervert.
No!
Straining up the mattress again. Folding up the towels. Charming the snake.
Okay then. Look, I have no words for this fucking game. I really thought I knew what I was getting myself into, and it just keeps getting worse. Free copies made here. Alright, so I want to... copy the checkbook and the note. Okay, so we copy those. And then we can leave. And now we go back to the post office. Into the post office we go.
Sorry, son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds. What's that you say? Oh, yes, my button. It's been missing for months now. I keep meaning to get another, but, well, the button's very distinctive. I'd have to file an S-411 with Washington to get another, and I just don't need the extra paperwork. Sure wish I could find it.
S-411, huh?
Next time you post.
Okay, so I have...
My button. Why, I lost that months ago. Where did you find it?
Funny thing, that. I found it in the ashes. At the newspaper building.
What are you implying? That I had something to do with setting the fire? Preposterous. Why, 100 people must have visited that site since the fire. You just try showing that button to Sheriff Duane, son. He'll laugh you right out of his office.
Okay.
What does this mean? That's an interesting item, but the fact that you asked me that question proves you know nothing. You don't know what you're doing, and I'm not going to tell you. So you might as well forget about this, or better yet, take it to the sheriff and see what it gets you.
Okay, what about...
What does this mean? This is unexpected and awkward. But my luck's been bad ever since Duane found that darn gas can at the newspaper building the day after the fire. He has this insane notion that it's mine. I pay him not because I'm guilty, but because I don't want him slurring my good name around Harvest.
Oh, naturally.
You know, he keeps that gas can in the evidence room at his office. I'd be really grateful to whoever could fetch me that can. Grateful enough to provide him with a lodge application.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself.
If you're smart. Do you mean this gas can?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. After all this time.
Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day.
Yeah, dude,
You got
we
me
live in
this
a time.
just in time, youngster. I may have need of it again.
Oh,
What
this
do you
guy's
mean?
Definitely gonna set
There's
a
another
fucking
reason why
place on
Sheriff
fire.
Duane didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
Okay. Well, now what? Go here.
That's a ticket.
Okay, so we completed the lodge application. Now we can go back to the lodge and we can get in. Game over, right? That was easy.
I see you've managed to acquire an application. That demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members. You need a rest. Report back here for your next assignment.
I wonder. Speedrun.com. I want to see something. Time Grind C, thank you for the follow. Thanks for coming and hanging out as we're playing this absolutely disturbing game. Look at that hairy chest. So the speedrun record of this is 13 minutes and 59 seconds. I wonder if I could beat that.
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips my staff. Stephanie.
This game is messed up. Put a shirt on. I need to change my my follow thing too, just because of the running joke, or the joke that we've started. I'm glad to see that you're just as disappointed in me as my parents are. Thanks for coming to the stream. You know, I could have been a doctor or a lawyer or something. Instead, I chose to stream video games. Alright, so now, because we're kind of trying to follow a guide, because I spent way too much time wandering around town doing fuck all, except punching a guy at the school. So we're going to take a paper, we're going to give it to Johnny, and then we're going to give him some sneakers to get a key to the broom closet. So if I can remember all of these steps, I'm wondering if I can speedrun this faster. Alright, let's talk to Johnny.
Hey, did you ever find any sneakers?
Yeah, I did.
Whoa, that's great. Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at the school? Well, I found out they're messing around with each other in the broom closet. I can tell you when they meet and trade you some keys that'll let you catch them red-handed. What do you say?
More blackmail.
Swell! Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. And Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty. Take it from me. You made a good swap. See you later, alligator.
Fucking weird ass kid. But I had something else for you. Where is it?
There now. See how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep them that way.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna come back to the school. This is where I got arrested when I was goofing off in the first playthrough. Did he actually give me the key? Oh yeah, he did. Okay. Warning! Content warning.
Huh? What? Screwing in the school broom closet? What will people think?
Are you blackmailing us, you little shit?
Calm down, Mr. Harold. Stephen would never do that. He's a smiley bear. But we should give him a token of our appreciation for his silence. Here, Stephen, take this baseball bat. You'll find it quite useful.
I could use a good solid bat.
Take the bat, and we'll take the photo.
However will I keep the children in line now?
I have a spare I can bring in tomorrow, unless you'd prefer a chainsaw this time.
I'll talk to Mrs.
Is there
Phelps.
something else on the blackmailing bit? Check around the television station while you can. Okay. The television station. So I did go to the station once. Let's go see. Let's go back to the television station. What do we got? Oh, it looks like there's like an opening there. No one's operating the cameras. If we talk to
Can't
this
talk
dude-
now, Buckaroo. We're on in just a sec. Happy
I may
trails,
have
Buckaroo.
missed out on the television station just because unless
Oh, now, sport, this is really interesting. Oil's done something wrong, otherwise the sheriff wouldn't be blackmailing him. But what? God, I'd love to nail him to the wall.
Yeah, and don't forget about the sheriff. Dwayne is a blackmailer after all.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've decided not to run with this story.
What? But this is all the evidence you need for your newscast. Evidence of a blackmail situation, canceled checks, a ledger.
Sorry, sport. No can do. Matter of fact, I think I may have to shoot the sheriff a private little newscast about this. I know. It may cause you some problems, but hey, let's do lunch, okay? My treat.
This.
Oh, now, sport, this is really interesting.
Yeah, and don't forget about...
Oh, it's just
what?
the same.
But...
Sorry, sport.
Okay, so then what else do we have here? I don't know that I have anything else that I could use on this guy.
What makes you think I give a shit about that?
Alright.
Don't hurry back.
Cool. Check around the television station while you still can. Yeah, I think I might have screwed that up just because I came in here like exploring earlier and was talking to everybody and it did not. I just didn't get anywhere with it. Alright. So I guess we go back to the lodge now. And we're gonna talk to this creepy guy.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Sure. I'm always down for a hint. Yes, I want to know what you know.
Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More tests of wit than prowess. But to complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a
Mr. Johnson's a fucking creeper.
It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch? That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you are not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
There's still something left at the TV station, although it's technically optional. Oh, if it's the autograph, I missed the autograph earlier. Like with my choices, the guy decided not to give me the autograph. Okay, so... Go to the post office and use the oral lube on the manhole key in front. Okay, so back to the post office. I knew we would have to do something here. That's a gross sound. Can I take the key? Hello. Thank you. Alright. Is there a way to make it nighttime? Night. Oh, that was. Okay. Did I lose internet? This is connecting me to my chat. What the heck? Hey, I may have dropped for a minute there. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if my internet dropped or what. We are having a bit of a storm here, so that could have caused problems. Alright, so next we go to the Johnson residence. And in the Johnson residence we go here. And we use the manhole cover. And we go down in here. Can I do anything with these? A coat of moisture has formed along the surface of the wheel valve. A rusted grate is bolted into the damp floor. A small section of the wall has been resealed. We can see that, like, that wall. So...
Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work. Damn it. Well, that didn't work. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Weird ass game. Alright. Wait, was that something? No, just the exit. Empty oil cans, oil pan. Examine the tool bench. Mr. Johnson has a myriad of goodies on his tool bench. What do you got? Ooh. Oh. Well, let me take the flashlight. Take the screwdriver. That's a dirty picture. So then we don't know why that was a mission given to us, but alright. Take the furniture dolly. You can really carry a lot of weird shit in your inventory. Okay. Examine the window, bricked up and sealed off. So then I guess we just go back out the way we came, huh? Just garbage bags, nothing else going on. Alright, let's head out. Boom. And then we will I guess we'll just go report that we completed the mission. Okay, so this has 6 days and then 3 lodge levels. And the speed run for this is 13 minutes and 59 seconds. And that's any percentage. I don't know what WASP percentage means. But people have completed that in 0 minutes 20 seconds. What is WASP? I guess I would need like an explanation of what that is before I get into it. But this guy, any percentage harvester, 13 minutes 59 seconds. I want to say I could beat that. Like, I bet I could.
So, you have completed your first task. Very well then. Use whatever means necessary.
Cloth? I think I just missed something.
What do you people want from me? Welcome to our order.
Such a weird game. want to look at something else. There's another game. Vandal Hearts. 6 hours. Somebody sped run Vandal Hearts in 6 hours. That's what I should learn. Let's go talk to Mom.
Hello, dear. By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson, and he's livid. Seems someone scratched up his priceless Tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay.
Oh, there will be.
Edna's daughter Karen has disappeared. Karen was playing outside as Edna closed the diner, and that's the last anyone saw
Burning
of
up
her.
in here.
This happened Tuesday night. That's all I know, except for what's on the posters.
Okay, bye.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy.
Yeah, Jamie.
There now. See how easy it is?
Okay, well, I think I've already fucked up. So we'll just continue on and see what we can do. This way. Here.
Thank God I found you. Are you alright, Karen?
I want to go home. Could you take me to my mommy's store? Or to the policeman?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
Mr. Potsdam told me he'd hurt my mommy if I told.
That's messed up.
Won't do anything, I promise. Tell me what happened.
He made me play house. Then he dug a hole. Please, I just want to go home now. Please.
Can you tell me your address, honey?
I don't know. Just take me to the store or the policeman. Please. Mommy said to go to the policeman if I got lost. And I'm lost.
Alright.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay. The DNA Diner.
Oh my God.
Found her in the graveyard. She was buried alive. And she claims Mr. Potsdam was responsible.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you from both of us. Here's the reward money. Take it and go. I need to be alone.
Okay. Guess we go to the lodge. Let's head to the lodge again.
So, you have completed your first task.
Yes.
Now that you've scratched the Tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric.
We're just a bunch of thieves and vandals? Is that what we're doing?
The human mind always seeks to categorize phenomena, to pigeonhole, and therefore feel that it exerts control over an unfathomable universe. A feeling, however, is not a fact. Whatever you may think of the Order is only speculation. considering that even memory is illusory, a chemical imprint on meat that, like what it is writ upon, must one day decay. If you're interested in reviving the decaying corpse that is your memory, you'll be back.
The decaying corpse that is my memory.
For you is here, Stephen. Don't forget that.
And we're leaving. Alright, so we need to come down here. We go back to the middle school or memorial school or the only school in this fucking town. Ooh, is there anything in there? Can we get out of that? No? Okay, well. Then we're gonna leave. And now we go to the fire station, which is highly offensive in so many ways. Hello? Yeah, take the axe. Okay. Go inside, I guess. Alright. Take the ladder too, I guess. Okay. And now we leave? This is... Okay. I need to learn, like, I need to watch someone speedrun this so I can kind of, like, get the idea of how they did it. But I think I'm going to try and speedrun this and see how fast we can go. They want me to use, where is the furniture of this? On that. Dude, this shit is so fucking weird. Okay. Then we can go outside and pry the bars off the one window of the fucking house. What in the fuck? Exotic kinky love equipment.
No! Leave that there. If any of it turns up missing.
Oh shit.
Marv, what's going on in there?
Go! Go! Steve, is that you? Come to see your poor
Poor old
dad.
dad.
Are
Yeah,
you
no,
my
like,
father?
what the fuck?
Really? I don't remember you.
Please. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
I'm serious. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
God, I'm so
Just
tired
don't
of
make me
fucking-
laugh now. Remember the stitches.
My God.
What
What has she done to you?
She doesn't know you're here, does she? Does
No,
she?
Dad. No, calm down.
No, I had to break in. What the hell is going on in here?
I know it's a mystery.
This
to
doesn't
you.
get my Twitch shut down. I will be
Sacred things that
absolutely
husbands and
fucking
wives do behind closed
astounded.
doors. Maybe we should have that special father-son talk, especially now that you're getting married.
Sure, Dad. Sure. This
When a man
tracheotomy.
and a woman love each other very much, they go into a room alone
At least
and shut the
3
door
locks.
and bolt it with at least 3 locks.
What the fuck?
And prop a chair under the doorknob so no one can get in or out. Then they take
There
off their
is a kinky
clothes
love equipment on the table.
and get out a wide variety of scalpels. Some curved, some short, all of them sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And then the man climbs on the woman. And then they... With the barbed wire, they...
That's all right. Don't get worked up. You need your rest.
Yes. Rest.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Now go, son. Go quickly. Before she comes back.
Oh, wait. Because I know I heard that if you ask Dad about the lodge...
That's what I wanted to warn you about. The lodge, Steve. It's imperative that you join the Order of the Harvest Moon. Only by becoming one with Harvest can you escape.
That doesn't make any sense. I should join this lodge. To escape it?
That's the only reason you're here. And that's the only way you'll leave. Get an application at the post office. Take it to the Sergeant-at-Arms. Do what he tells you and join them. Otherwise, you'll wind up worse than me. And son, if you haven't joined by midnight Sunday, you're too late. Even now the scythe is reaping. Go. Go!
Okay, bye. Oh, no, I wanted to... Can I go back in there? Okay,
No!
good. Oh, yeah, we saw that already.
Go! Go!
But it won't let you, like...
No!
Yeah. Okay.
Marv,
Bye, Dad.
what's going on?
Go!
Okay. Well, that was something. Alright. I can absolutely see why I didn't play this game in the fucking 90s. My mom would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I have no idea what I'm getting texts for. Alright. So now... back to that content warning, because we do have to go back to the fucking meat plant. God, I hope I don't have to keep coming back here. I will try to get in and out of here as quickly as possible.
So, you're...
Hello?
Good, glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. A new shipment of animals.
Alright. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that he's sliced up. Oh, we're back to Nightfall. The cats eat the scraps, that's all. Yes, the cats are eating the scraps.
Jeez, what are you doing here?
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
You just hang out here.
A
all the
fucking
time?
weirdo.
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You'd do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, it won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Alright.
Have you
Thanks for
gotten
the
your
threat.
lodge application in yet? Good. You may survive yet. I guess you're here to steal the bolt. Not at all. That's not my job. However, since I am
Should
an
check on poor old
object
Dad at night.
guard,
Alright,
and since
when
all
I go
should
back,
be
I'll check.
interpreted, I'll give you a clue as to where the bolt is located. Darkness gives as darkness gets, but light
Actually, let's go do that
is
before.
light shed.
I'll exit for a minute. Let's go check on Dad. Let's go see. Let's go see what poor old Dad's got going on late at night. Since I'm pretty sure this is already going to get my stream fucking banned, how much worse could it get? Alright. I didn't even... Does it, like, let me load from anywhere? I don't think I have any saves. Yeah. Fuck. Alright. Well. Okay. So that's a thing that happened. We went to go check on poor old Dad at night. I definitely should be saving a lot more than I have been. But that means we can jump in and try to speedrun this. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to try and speedrun this as much as possible. We made it 3 days. We've figured the game out a little bit. We've seen some fucked up shit. Absolutely. This game is fucking messed up. But I think we're going to call it for tonight. And we will be back tomorrow night with more. She whipped you? Yeah, it just like flashed and then went straight to the game over screen. I don't know what happened. Let me see who else is streaming. Normally I should have somebody on that I can check out, but I don't know if we do. A lot of people playing Path of Exile, because that's what I normally play. Anybody. I'm not seeing anybody streaming that I could send a raid over to, except Malicest, who's playing some Mario, which I guess is a nice come down from something as messed up as this. So we will throw a... What is Darth Microtransaction doing? Path of Exile 2. No idea who that guy is or why he's popping up on my stuff. So yeah, we'll go ahead and send a raid over to Malicest, and we will be back tomorrow night. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. I'm glad to see that you're just as disappointed in me as my parents are. I hope you all have a great night. Stick around for the raid, and have a great day tomorrow. Later, everybody.